Greetings from California.
And greetings from New Orleans.
How is it down there?
Look, I am in my childhood house. I've been here since I think the age of 14. So it's always nostalgia when I come back home. It's also a great break from New York for obvious reasons. We'll get to that. But it's slow motion here, which is just like a nice break from like the get up and go in New York. The food. Oh my God, the food. I've been indulging. It's my best friend's wedding, which is the reason why I'm here. But yeah, that smoke, Lord have mercy. Like that was unprecedented for me because I've been in New York for 10 years. I've never seen nothing like that.
Me either.
Could you imagine if you were here?
I could. I could imagine leaving, as I often do whenever there's, a natural disaster. Out.
Yes, yes. Look, I was afraid that I wasn't going to like make my flight, and thankfully, like the smoke wasn't as bad. But let me tell you my experience because I saw it all happen in real time because I was outside the whole time. So earlier that day, it was just really hazy or whatever, and I still had to work that day. I work at a rooftop, I bartend, and they still made us come in. And I was just like, y'all don't see people wearing masks? So then I'm outside and it looks like The Happening, the movie?
Yes.
So it just started getting foggier and foggier. And then finally the manager was like, okay, you can go home. I was like, yeah, thank you. So as I'm going to the train, the sky starts turning orange and you just see people on the street. Everyone's just looking up, like taking pictures. I mean, it's a little scary, but I was just like, wow. Then like the air was getting worse too. Like it smelled like a cookout with nothing but burnt food. Uh, I was looking at the aerial cam and it was just crazy. Like New York was orange.
It was. It was. It looked like Coco Montrese.
Yes, girl, look how orange you look, New York.
I got a little bit of the fires a couple years ago in Vegas, but we didn't get the smoke. It was just an orange sky. And I remember looking up and it smelled like a campfire. And I was like, something is wrong. And my dad called me and he's like, Alex, are you okay? I know they've got the fires out there. And I said, Dad, you went to the University Arena, right? Right. So you know what Las Vegas looks like, right? Right. I said, well, honey, if the rocks are on fire, we have bigger fish to fry. Because there is nothing to burn in Las Vegas.
Right, but money.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm glad to be away from that. It did get better though. Like, for me to like get on and up and out. I won't be back in New York till Monday. So hopefully like the air is better.
Yeah, it should have cleared out by then. Hopefully those fires are out.
Yeah.
We don't hear anything about the fires. We don't know how big they are. We don't know where they are. All we hear about is New York is orange.
Right, because it's coming from Canada. And I'm guessing like, I don't know, like is Biden, I didn't even hear anything about Biden mentioning it. It was just the mayor. He gave like an air quality alert or something. But I didn't hear nothing from Biden at all.
The mayor who's always at influencer events.
Yes, him.
Okay, he came to you live from the Hamptons, didn't he?
Look, I wouldn't be surprised.
Oh, I miss Fire Island.
But you know what I don't miss?
What?
Tory Lanez freedom. So next week, y'all, June 13th will be Tory Lanez sentencing. And it looks like he keeps trying to delay it or tries to get the judge thrown off the case, but they're on his ass, baby.
And they are gunning for 13 years. Gunning for, see what it did there. For 13 years. 13 years. And they'll probably get it since he is guilty.
On 3 felony charges.
3 felony charges and violent felonies. Violent.
Yeah. And even after he serves those years, won't he get deported too?
Yes, immediately. Immediately. But then again, in 13 years, will we care?
Probably not.
I mean, to get 13 years on the 13th, to lose your freedom as a Black man on Juneteenth. It's funny. It's just
it's a great Juneteenth gift.
It is.
And my Juneteenth gift to y'all will be a live sentencing, much like I did for Jen Shaw's. So I will be looking at the time, y'all. I will update y'all. And look, if you want to join on the chat too.
I was going to say, I'm going to be there for it. I'm going to be there for it.
Okay. It's a date.
It's a date. A sentencing date.
Right.
I swear, we like court TV over here.
Yeah. Look, clankety clank. I can't wait. Because he was so fucking smug. And that's what I didn't like about it.
I mean, I didn't like that he shot Meg. Let's not shoot people. Let's not shoot one of my favorite rappers. She got the knee. You see, he's just jealous he ain't got the knees.
Look, they might have him on his knees in the slammer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Lord, and he's a bitty little thing.
I forgot he's like, what, like 5'0"?
Yep. Ain't no bigger than a minute. That's going to be a long and sore 10 years.
Not sore. I'm trying to be lenient. Like, I don't think they're going to give him 10 years. I think they're going to give him between 5 and 7.
I think it's a 7 minimum.
Okay. Place your bets, y'all.
Place your bets. And in more legal news, Misa Hilton is blaming Diddy for their son's DUI. But their son is 29, grown, and I believe that at that point, you are technically gray-assed. So what your parents, all their influence, that should kind of be out the window by 29. You're your own person. You're able to discern what's right, what's wrong, and how to call an Uber when you're drunk. And we know you still have access to Diddy money.
I was so confused by that. I was confused by many things, because if I am the son of a celebrity that's, in the 8 to 9 figure categories, I'm having a driver, $200,000 a year for your driver to drive you everywhere at your beck and call. What is wrong? Like, what is wrong with him? And then I'm confused by Misa Hilton's response, because, like, look, I get it. You don't like him. A lot of people don't like Diddy, but I just think this was just an excuse for her to rag on him.
And you needed to do it while it was relevant. Like maybe when he was 17, 18, I could even give you 21. But 29, that's a grown man making grown man mistakes. And he's getting grown man consequences. Nobody else at 29 is like, but my mama and my dad, that's not, the judge don't want to hear that. The judge don't want to hear that. Misa, the judge ain't calling you. Now, maybe if he was at 16, a minor, a child, maybe then, but a grown grass, 29, no.
And didn't it happen in New York?
No, Beverly Hills.
Okay, because I know in certain states, like, they really get you, like, on a DUI. It's a lot of money.
I would not want to get a DUI in California. I don't want to drive in California. They be handing out $300-$400 tickets. I'm like, I'll get a lift.
And then, speaking of the DUI, like, we didn't talk about it too much on our last episode, but with Danny Lay or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
Like, her goose is cooked because she actually hit somebody.
Why are you driving with Danny Lee money? I don't drive and I have no money.
Well, she is the baby mama of the baby. So it looks like she's just known for making poor decisions.
Oh, I thought she was a rapstress.
Look, I thought she sang. She did like choreo for Beyonce's tour currently. So that was a bag that she had. Like, she's on the credits. So it just sucks that you had this accomplishment and now it's basically ruined. And you could probably go to jail. That money is gone. So I hope you saved it. That person has injuries, like I think to kidney or his spine. And she dragged him, or I think she dragged his scooter. Where is your scooter? I don't know why I thought of that just now. But she dragged his like moped scooter or whatever for like, I think 3 blocks.
How drunk were you?
And she did the test. Like, she was twice over the legal limit.
I mean, it must have been more than that, where you don't notice there's a moped hanging off the car. See, this is why I don't drive, because these people are out on the road.
Just poor decisions.
When I do get a car, I'm getting a big ass SUV because God knows what these people are going to hit me with. If the guy in the moped had an SUV, might have been okay. She wouldn't have been able to drag him for 3 blocks. It just would have been the initial hit.
I should be laughing at that, but anyway.
Child, you know Brian, he had a bad accident on a scooter. He was like, stay off them scooters. Stay off them scooters, y'all. Where's your scooter? Park it. Are you spending more than 80% of your week on other people and only 20% on yourself? Probably giving a good 50% to your family, another 50% to your job, then another 40% to your friends. I know that adds up to more than 100%, but those are the lives that we live. And BetterHelp can help you get all of those things into proper balance. Using BetterHelp, I've gotten the tools that I need to stop and reconvene with myself. And it was very easy to do. I went online to betterhelp.com, filled out their quick survey, and I was given a few therapist options, chose one, and they were in touch with me in under 48 hours. And since it's online, it's in my house, on my time, and I don't have to go anywhere. All you have to do is fill out the questionnaire to be matched with your licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional charge.
So find more balance with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/roast today to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/roast. But you know who does need better help? Azalea Banks. She has a fucking problem. What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, she's just an evil being. So I'm sure y'all heard like the unfortunate news of DC Young Fly's life partner passing, I think after her elective surgery. And she has something to say about this because I guess she held some type of grudge for their time on Wildin' Out when he called her ugly or something. And they made her cry, right?
I mean, it's a roast show. And
Exactly.
it's like, don't go on a show unless you've watched it, because they did cook her. They cooked her up good. But that's what happens on a roast show. You go on to get told about yourself. And all the telling you do, broken clock. I imagine that since you can give it, you can take it. But you can't take it.
Right. They cooked her ass like she cooked that cat in her kitchen. You remember that? She boiled a cat.
Wasn't it a chicken?
I don't know. I think she'd be cutting chickens' heads off live. But no, I think she boiled a cat. Let me know in the chat. But she said some really scathing comments, I guess, on her Instagram post.
I'm not going to read her filth.
Okay.
We're not going to pollute our airwaves with her filth. And I really have to say, I understand what is wrong with Azalea Banks. I know the answer. This is what happens when you grow up with lead pipes. This is lead poisoning, because lead poisoning affects the brain, and people who have lead poisoning are very angry. They lash out like she does, and they have no empathy. It stunts the part of the brain that affects empathy. So this is just lead poisoning, and it's sad.
See, I just thought she was just an evil sociopath.
Well, the lead poisoning has led to sociopathic behavior, but that's also why she's so short and why she's got that frontal lobe that kind of slopes. You can see the deformity.
Yeah, it does kind of like extend.
It's lead poisoning, and it happened when she was young, and she stayed in that apartment for years. That's what it is. It's sad. It's sad.
Somewhere in Harlem.
But that's what happens. NYCHA. This is NYCHA's fault. Also, NYCHA is New York City Housing Authority, for those who don't know.
Thank you. It just sucks that she's so talented, yet she keeps trying to top her evilness.
Yep.
She keeps doing it. The way she kind of just made it seem like his life partner's passing is his karma. It's just so evil.
Especially because, okay, so what did the kids do to deserve that?
Right.
What did the kids do to deserve a missing mom? And why would you, at this time, speak on it? You are not Candy Burris.
Oh, and speaking of that, what did you think of her friend B Simone?
Oh God.
Like promoting her page or something like that. She's gonna go private.
Wait, what is she doing? She's trying to monetize the grieving process?
She said because of her friend passing, that she was gonna just keep her page private, and if they want to, they can follow her for any of her content.
B. Simone, you're supposed to be a comedian, right? So in a time like this, isn't that what she is?
I was wondering, like, is she a comedian? I mean,
Or you know what? She may be, maybe she's not a comedian. Maybe her life's just funny.
wait, are all clowns comedians? Because she's a clown, but is she a comedian? That's what you got to ask yourself. We need to make a segment. Are they a clown or a comedian?
We're going to use that.
Yeah, at some point.
Ooh, just hilarious. Clown or comedian? I'm asking y'all. I want to know. I want to know. I'm asking. I'm an inquiring mind. A clown or a comedian?
But we're finished. I'm sorry for interrupting about B. Simone.
Oh, as a clown or a comedian, you're supposed to be making people laugh right now, not privating your page trying to get your followers up.
Here's I guess Angela Yee had something to say about this.
God.
So Angela Yee,
you just bring her up to piss me off.
I did a little bit. Angela Yee was no fan of B. Simone's attempt of turning her pain into profit, mourning her bestie Jackie O's death, and called her out on the air about the issue. Angela and Jasmine Brand were discussing the viral fallout Wednesday from B. Simone's recent call to her Instagram closest friend circle, where she encouraged followers to join her behind a paywall to get a glimpse of her grieving process. So, wow, is that what it was?
A paywall.
Okay, so
oh
yeah,
my God, who's paying for that?
She said, if you're not on my close friends, you're not going to see much of my life during this time. Close friends, I love you. Thank you for being a safe space. And then under it, she says, join my close friends now.
Y'all were with me during the grieving process for Pete. I didn't put up a paywall. Who puts up a paywall? How Rob Dixon?
Right. And then when my cousin passed, I didn't like, oh, well, check out my Patreon. What? B. Simone learned from this.
You know what, though? I will be putting up a paywall for my vacation because that shit's expensive.
It definitely is.
You see, but there's a purpose for the paywall.
Right. And you hear like there's volcanoes erupting on Hawaii right now.
Yeah, this is why sometimes waiting to get your ticket is best. It always is kind of erupting. Like, it's not like shooting out erupting. It's just like a normal little lava flow.
Oh, and speaking of erupting, like I'm sure you saw College Hill Celebrity Edition.
I'm glad I stopped watching because what we didn't see was the fight they had billed all season. The only reason anybody tunes in to JoJo Dancer is to watch her beat some ass. We don't watch her for her intellect. We don't watch her for her personal life. We watch her for her MMA fighting skills. We watch her because she is the Puerto Rican WWE princess. And you robbed us of getting to see Amber Rose get mollywopped. You robbed us, BET. You stole our time and our attention and our AdSense dollars. You're a piece of shit, and I'll never forgive you.
I agree with that sentiment. Fuck BET Plus. I'm glad that I did not waste my time on this show because I would have been extremely angry because y'all are a streaming service that people are paying for. So I'm like, why are you censoring shit?
Right. It's like, and Joseline is a Zeus girl. We're only here to see those bops connect.
Again, just EBT behavior, EBT plus.
Not even plus. That was a minus.
Exactly. Like I'm really just gagged that they faded to black and was like, well, out of the respect of the university, fuck the university. They knew what they were getting into when they have Joseline fucking Hernandez on a show. Clowns. Clowns or comedians? I think they're clowns, right?
Ray J is a clown. with a big
Right.
red nose from diabetes. I'm sorry, pre-diabetes.
So what had happened was they were in class discussing race. And I mean, I think everyone knew that Amber Rose was biracial, right?
Yeah.
Right. And they were talking about her blackness or whatever. She was saying that how she doesn't feel comfortable in a white space or a black space, something you frequently hear from mixed kids. Okay. So then, Joseline, she's a little ignorant, and some people were agreeing with her. Like I was watching on social media, like they were saying Joseline had some points there. But anyway, I think what triggered Amber was when Joseline said that you want to be white. It looked like Amber didn't want to take any more of that. So she got up and was like, bop, bop, bop. And they hurried up and faded to black.
And then all you hear is I Love New York saying, she got her head smashed. This isn't for that.
I didn't even hear that part.
Oh, I did. I heard it.
So I was really surprised that Amber was with it. Like she just got up and attacked Joseline. Joseline is usually the one who usually charges at somebody.
Like a rhino.
Yeah, maybe Amber just wasn't aware. Who won the fight, allegedly?
Allegedly, Joseline, she said on Drink Champs, she never named the name, but she said she had to mollywop a hoe and she smashed her head into the glass.
Oh, what glass?
The glass partition in between the classroom and the hallway. Like a quick pow into that wall.
Oh my God. I'm guessing Amber like has something to do with that. She was just like, I don't want to be shown that I got my ass whooped or something. I thought Amber was like formidable.
I wish I could have seen the fight so we would know how it went. We got to sit here guessing.
And could you imagine, like, I could see if it was on BET regular, but you're on a streaming service where people are paying to watch extra content, exclusive content.
Yes.
So why would you leave that out? I just thought that was so stupid. I tweeted that Bravo kept the entire Monique and Candace fight in.
Oh, and it was beautiful footage.
Right. So, I mean, if Bravo of all networks can leave a fight in, why can't EBT?
Especially when that's what happened. Y'all calling this a reality show? Show us the reality. Oh, and then when Bravo got that footage of Monique going back to get the second bop, when she was like a linebacker, she learned from that husband, I tell you. He taught her how to stick and move.
Ooh, she wore her out.
Good fight. Good fight.
But anyway, speaking of fights, I heard that the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta trailer came out. And, I'm not familiar with those people anymore. But I'm hearing on social media that a lot of people were pleased with the trailer.
It looks good. Good.
Really?
It does. I mean, we've got Sierra with a new face like she has every year.
Wait, Sierra.
She's the makeup
One,
girl.
Step?
No.
1 2 Step? That's the only Sierra I know.
She's a well-known makeup girl, salon girl, but she's really famous for her Botox frozen face. And her face is slowly turning into one of those masks like your mom would put on the wall, like one of those Harlequin decoration masks. Her face is turning into that. It's beautiful. It's interesting to see. It's gone from plastic surgery to body modification.
So what's another highlight of the trailer?
We have the return of some really old beef, decades in the making. So Lil Scrappy is apparently rekindling things with his ex, Diamond. This has pissed off his current soon-to-be ex-wife, Bambi. And for some reason, Bambi and his other ex, baby mama, Erica Mena, are getting into it. Now,
Erica who?
I'm sorry, not Erica Mena. Erica Dixon. Erica Dixon. Thanks. Erica Mena is a shithead. I like Erica Dixon. I like Erica Dixon. Erica Mena, the world could do without.
Let's continue, Azalea.
But the return of that old beef, we have Kirk and Rashida Frost still opening restaurants. And between Candy and Kirk and Rashida and Tiny, like every restaurant in Atlanta must be celebrity owned.
Kirk and Rashida are the poor man's Candy and Todd.
No, because a poor man could never be Candy or Todd. They try. They don't succeed, but they do try. Then we also have Erica Mena, the shithead, expecting Safari to be a man and a father, while he's gyrating and shimmying with Amara, showering her children with gifts, while he ignores his children with Erica Mena. But Erica, you pulled this type of conceive and leave before, so I don't know why you're surprised. I'm not going to sit around and watch you shed crocodile tears for 16 weeks.
My question is, Amara La Negra, didn't she just have those twins, correct?
Yes.
So who's the father?
A man who also left her to go back to the Dominican Republic.
Oh, okay. So I'm just like, wait, she has newborn twins. Like, she's not with the dad?
Oh, please. Amara loses men like keys.
Well, and then Safari, really? Like, they're getting together?
It's plotline penis. I mean, they're sleeping together for the show, but that's what she's been doing because it's really all she has to offer. She doesn't have that career that she had been going for all those years.
Erica Mena or Amara?
Both.
I thought Amara was actually talented. I thought her music was going somewhere. I was serious.
You thought music was going somewhere on Love and Hip Hop?
Well, I mean, it worked for Cardi.
Cardi was already popping before Love and Hip Hop. I would say K Michelle is the exception that proved the rule. They actually did something for her music. Everybody else, no. And they didn't do anything with Cardi's music on the show. She was just a personality.
Okay, you're right.
Oh, Mara's music going somewhere. I'm not saying that she's not talented, but she doesn't have a career.
So it's not on VH1 anymore. It's going to be on MTV.
Yes.
And when does it premiere?
Tuesday at 8 p.m. for MTV's Tuesday Takeovers.
Oh, wow, it's the same day as Tory Lane's sentencing, right?
It's going to be a busy Tuesday.
Right. Wow. Well, all right. I don't think I'll be tuned in, though, because I think I just been checked out. Like, I love old-fashioned Love and Hip Hop. Like, back in the days where I think the time where K. Michelle threw that candle at Rashida.
Yes.
Or Joseline and Erica Dixon fighting in the parking lot.
Yes.
Or New York and LA. I remember those. I used to watch those all the time.
Yeah, like once it got to Miami, it was you're doing too much. But Atlanta, New York, oh God. The little what did I call Mariah Lynn? The little tramp that could.
Once upon a time, not long ago, I was
a hoe. And I'm admitting it. I won't take it back because I did the shit. I was a hoe. I want more money. I want you. That was a bop. That is a bop. I called her something. Oh God. And then her mother came on and she said she was pregnant. And I said, girl, you know that's gas. Welcome back to one of our favorite sponsors, Diet Smoke. Diet Smoke is known for their premium THC gummies, all derived from 100% American-grown hemp. With Diet Smoke's vast selection, you can be confident there's a perfect gummy waiting just for you. Diet Smoke stands for quality and transparency. And with every product's third-party lab test accessible via QR code on each package, you know you're only getting the best. Diet Smoke cares about their customers. So much so, if you're not completely satisfied with your experience, they have a money-back guarantee.
Now, here's the fun part for all our Pop Roast listeners. You can go to dietsmoke.com and use code ROAST for 15% off your first purchase. And hey, if you're on the fence about what to try first, Diet Smoke will let you try their gummies for free. Yes, you heard me right. Free. Just head over to dietsmoke.com/free and use code FREE4 at checkout. You'll just need to pay $1 for shipping and you're good to go. Remember, you must be 21 or older to purchase. Enjoy responsibly. Give Diet Smoke a shot and embark on a delicious journey with their premium THC gummies today.
And speaking of gummies, Oprah Winfrey is suing a company for using her name to market weight loss gummies and wants all the money. All the money. Now, I have actually seen those ads, I believe, on Media Takeout, but don't quote me. It's just a thing. I think. But I definitely saw those ads and I was like, Oprah's doing weight loss gummies? Really? I was surprised. And now she's suing. I don't know how you think you're going to get away with using Oprah's image.
Why are they using Oprah's image, though?
Well, because she's known for health.
But I'm wondering, like, did they put her face on the ad?
You ain't right. They use an old picture of her because, you know, she's gone up and down in weight, like most of us. I ain't making fun of it. But they use one of her old pictures when she really got snatched and promoted the gummies with it.
That sounds like a scam to me. I'm about to look
this up. It looks scammy. Again, I thought I saw it on Media Takeout. But I feel like trying to use Oprah's image is like trying to use Beyonce's music. You ain't getting away with it.
That is very true. Very true. Also, can I just say, I know this is probably going to trigger you, but Janet Jackson, like,
ooh, smoking up in here.
When somebody used that, they put Manhattan in the background while she was doing A1 material. Just saying.
I have to say that is definitely like an iconic thing now.
I just wanted to point that out.
Well, you could hear her, though. You could hear her say it. It was audible, which is much more than she was at Harlem Week.
We're not about to go there. So did you see the Jersey reunion?
Yes.
It was so good. Like, Melissa really has a fire under her. I was like, who is this woman?
Melissa has had it. She's done. And Teresa has no comebacks. Like, she has no comebacks. I mean, when Melissa said, you're the one that committed mortgage fraud, it's a fact. You can't argue with that fact. Mm-hmm. She tried to argue with that fact, and the government heard her argument and said, no, you're going to prison.
And for her to like just keep blaming other people for the reason why she went to jail means she didn't learn a goddamn thing.
And that means she'll be back because Louis is going to send her ass. We already are hearing about financial misdeeds with him. He is another Joe Gorga, but I could see him getting her locked up for life.
Well, you mean Joe Giudice, right?
I'm sorry, Joe Giudice.
Okay, just making sure. I mean, both of them get on my nerves, but Joe Giudice, he's the scammer that got caught.
Yes, I feel like Joe Gorga is the scammer who's not getting caught, but he has gotten caught lying, saying that he rehabbed and refurbished some houses that he didn't. And the actual contractor said, why are you posting my work on your Instagram?
Right.
Would you trust him with a contracting project?
No, because you see the McMansions he be building?
Well, that he pretends to build.
Right. And also what happened on the reunion was a revelation that they set Danielle's dumb ass up.
Oh, yes. And she's stupid as the day is long.
And she couldn't even admit it. And then they caught her mic'd up saying that they set me up. So embarrassed. I was embarrassed for her. Like, she looked so stupid on that stage. Her face cracked when she found out that Jennifer told Melissa already.
Yep. And she knew I can't go against Jennifer and Teresa because I've been kissing their ass all this time. You was kissing the wrong ass. You on the wrong team. You see, you was on the wrong team. You're not smart.
Right. She was in too deep.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that was the time to be like, oh my God, you bitch. You rancid bitch. I was trying to be your friend. And the audience would have had her back. And the other girls would have taken her in and said, see, that's what we told you. Now, you want to worry about Marge's arsenal. People just tell Marge their business. Marge is one of those friends that just knows everybody's business. She don't go around getting in people's business. They just tell her their business.
And she would have been guaranteed for next season.
How do you feel about Rachel the Who?
I don't mind her. We could bring her back because I think we need an ally for Melissa if they do bring her back, or Margaret.
And she does seem to have something that most of the people on this show don't have: sense.
And I like her more than Jackie.
Oh God, everyone's more likable than Jackie. I mean, Jackie isn't good reality television or a good person.
Do you think Jen Fessler should be bumped up to full time? I like her a lot.
Yes, yes, because she can get with the drama, but I feel like she's also no nonsense enough to like bring some of the foolishness in, like when Teresa just goes off on her little tangents. But I have to say, Rachel, I need to speak with your mother because I can't have any more white women walking around in yellow. And that means your mother didn't teach you shit.
Well,
really, I blame the mother. I blame the mothers. It's time to start blaming the mothers of white women who wear yellow. What did your mother teach you?
Well, I think the dress code was kind of like gold and like bold colors, like gold, royal blue, and like purple.
There were other colors than that damn mustard.
Yeah, it was like a piss yellow. Well, the piss of somebody that just drinks soda. You know what that piss looked like.
Kidney damaged piss.
Anyway.
Jaundice. It was jaundice. The dress was just too close to the color of your selfless tanner, dear.
Oh, I like me some Rachel, but I just want to talk about Jen Fessler one more time because that is like top 3 work in Housewives history. Like whoever did that work on her face, it looked like she's on a little bit of Ozempic too, like just a touch. They took 10 years off this woman's face.
They sure did, sanded that fucker down.
She got the all-star special.
That's when you have good money. And she must have gone to get that done like right after filming because she was reunion ready. I mean, like they just pulled the bandages off. Tear her out the plastic. That face is brand new.
Well, she did go and watch What Happens Live, and that's the first time she was just like ready for her close-up. But bravo, that was some good work. Like, with Wendy, good work. Dolores, I'm about to call her Dorothy. Dolores, that was some good work.
I feel like with Dolores, it's more the Ozempic.
It was body, but I mean, the same thing with Wendy too. Like, she got the tits and the ass done.
Okay. I just want to get this. If we could just get rid of this. Maybe that's Ozempic.
I kind of want to like get under the eyes. Maybe some filler around here. I don't know.
I'm scared of filler. I'm scared of filler. I'm like, take something out. Don't put nothing in. I don't want to look like Sierra or Lisa Rinna's lips.
Yes. Black people who like get injections in their lips, I just don't get it.
Yeah, that's very odd to me.
Because then it goes into baboon's ass territory because it looks swollen. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, I do. Like Naomi from Drag Race. She got her lips done and it was like, you were so beautiful. Now it looks like you've been in an accident. It looks swollen and painful. You're right. It looks buddy. It looks asshole-esque. Your face shouldn't be reminiscent of an asshole. That's not the look you're going for. And you paid for that.
Sad. And I love assholes, just not on the face. But moving on, what do you think about Martha's Vineyard? It kind of has my attention now. It kind of has my attention.
I am enjoying it, but they are the most boring Black people I know.
You saw how that white man came in and just bought them out with watches?
It was a $1,500 watch. He didn't buy them out. And also, they had already agreed to let him stay for a week. They were backpedaling and pussy popping.
He put a little sugar in the iced tea, like for everybody to drink it. He gave them Philip Klein?
Philip Klein, yeah.
Philip Klein watches, like that retail for $800, and then gave the two that were the most adamant about him not staying $1,200 watches, matching watches.
The thing is, that is Martha's Vineyard house culture. Those are the gifts you give when you go to stay at someone's estate. they're the that's the norm. That's de rigueur. You don't show up to a house like that without Hermes blankets and gifts for the host, and everybody's showing up with shit like that because they got money like that.
I really wish I said yes to my friend who invited me to Martha's Vineyard. Like, this was like, I want to say 2 or 3, it was pre-pandemic, but it was too many straight people. I would be the only gay person.
Oh God, no, absolutely not. I wouldn't have gone either.
Right, because being the only gay person in that situation is like being the only Black person in like in a white setting.
Yep. It can be very boring and unfun.
And speaking of which, let's talk about the flight attendant for just a little bit. Now,
Sure.
telling me confusion when he said he had a baby, like a newborn.
I mean, accidents happen. I know a whole bunch of gay men with kids. I will never forget when I was in the Army, one of my lesbian friends had a son, and I was like, okay, girl, I gotta ask you, how did that happen? Because this is, she's way past Rob Dixon, way past Rob. She said, I was in Kosovo one night and I got cold.
Well, okay. I mean, I have a friend too. He's one of my good friends. He has 2 kids. He had an ex-wife, and he's living his best gay life now. But yeah, my spider sense is tingling. Like with him, it's just
The way he looked at Bria's boyfriend with that watch and said, "Ooh, you can stay." I was like, girl, he was about to get that leg up. About to get that leg up. Like, I'm not even getting burst energy from him. And a flight attendant, that's
I
okay.
mean, look, a flight attendant. Yeah, I mean,
A flight attendant.
that is the top professions for gay men, like flight attendant, nurse.
And I believe on Delta.
But yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, y'all. It's just, it would have been nice to have some more representation in the house. I would have appreciated that. And it just seemed like when he was talking about the guys, when it was just them at brunch, I think, and they asked him about who he's feeling in the house or dating wise, he was very vague about it.
Because he didn't want to say Amir.
If Lemire says he's Lebanese one more time, I'm not even attracted to him like that anymore. I mean, yes, I wouldn't mind seeing him naked, but you can tell someone who's definitely benefited from their pretty privilege.
And he works at it. I mean, you don't have a body like that unless you're leaning into your pretty privilege.
Right. I'm kind of enjoying Martha's Vineyard now that like they have like a steady cast.
Yeah, it'll be, well, let's see. We only have probably like 3 more episodes.
Right. So then like the New York is going to replace it.
Okay. And they should get, I wonder if they'll give us a reunion. Summer houses usually get a reunion, so I'm looking forward to this one.
Yeah, you saw how Andy was just like foaming at the mouth over Amir.
And Amir was foaming at the mouth for Andy. They were, they will be on the boat together this weekend out in the Hamptons. I bet you Amir gonna be on Fire Island this summer. I bet you fat man, bet you thin one.
He was using what he got to get what he won. Let me tell you, like, we will see Amir again on Bravo. If they don't bring back Martha's Vineyard, they will put him on the regular Summer House.
I could see it.
Or do $1 million listing Austin or something.
He lives in Texas?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not surprised. That seems to align with his choices.
And we'll leave it at that.
In Never Let It Go news, rapper Young Buck forced to sell music catalog in effort to settle debt with 50 Cent. 50 Cent says he owes his label 2 albums as well as a $250,000 advance that was never paid back. Don't go into business with 50. Don't. Child, he took this man's catalog, his life's work.
So you're saying that he owed 50 Cent 2 more albums and he never finished it?
Yes, he had 2 more albums on his contract, never finished them. But I mean, who's listening to his music now?
That's why I was like, Young Buck, is he like 48 now?
He don't look young no more.
Like the whole G Unit, like those were fad rappers, much like the Saint Lunatics. Remember them?
Yes. Ooh, ooh, Lord. Yep. Yep. Luda got his coin and moved on.
Well, no, that was Nelly's crew.
Oh,
That's go way back, like with Murphy Lee.
ooh, Lord. I don't even think I was into music like that then.
No, remember Shake It Like a Tail Feather, like that dun 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 dun, dun for the Bad Boys 2 soundtrack.
Okay, I remember that.
Like
I
Shake It
remember
Like a
that.
Tail Feather.
Oh, that was all the people in the video. Okay.
Diddy was a part of that too.
I mean,
Just saying.
the way you said,
That was no
but
shade.
but in '08, Young Buck had a falling out with 50 Cent, and 50 blocked Buck from releasing new music and collaborating with other artists, and this stopped him from making money. So now 50's circling back and taking his catalog. Child, don't do business with 50. Just don't. God, I wonder where poor Tierra Marie is.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was about to say is Love and Hip Hop LA still filming, but I don't know.
I don't think they're bringing back Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. I think they're just going to keep Atlanta.
Okay, well, sorry to that woman. I hope she's doing okay because look,
When you're driving down the Holland Tunnel on the wrong way on 3 wheels, we worry about you.
you will never forget that.
No, I won't. That image.
Look, Tierra Marie, she probably gonna be somebody's DoorDash driver. You got Olivia working at Foot Locker still.
How is she going to be a DoorDash driver with no license?
I almost, I almost sprayed my laptop. Oh my god! Oh my god! That was a close one. Oh, you almost made me ruin my new laptop. I would have been.
And on that note, I will see you sooner than Young Buck sees a check.
And I will see you sooner than that smoke clears in New York.